My most valuable insight has to do with trust in building infrastructure, which has the end user at heart. And this entails consultations from the onset in terms of the development of the infrastructure, and also in terms of the governance, an inclusive governance process that is equitable and has representation from various groupings, particularly marginalized communities. And also these platforms must be accessible. And this goes a long way to assure the privacy and confidentiality and security for end users.
The whole concept of data governance. I used to hear the word and I did not know exactly, or maybe just thought about policies. But I realized, like, when we talk about data governance, we are not only talking about policies, but we are also talking about technology. We are talking about the involvement of different stakeholders. We are talking about consent. We are talking about awareness. And so it's like a whole package, and it's something really interesting and fascinating that I read.
Building data governance framework in real practical scenarios, and it has really helped me to be an advocate of the data protection law to inform businesses, organizations that the data protection law has described them as data controllers, and also give general awareness to the citizen, that is the individual that the law has described as data subject.
One of the key things that really stood out for me is the trust building process. And the reason it really stood out is that we really create systems. We think through the infrastructure, putting a system in place, but we never think of the people who are going to use these systems. So the trust building process really surfaced, and how important it is in some of these processes that we do.
There were a lot of very interesting insights, but the one that really stayed with me is knowing that other countries are also working towards making sure that they have some form of data governance framework for their respective countries. And I felt that if that is the case, why not come together as one Africa and then get this framework that will work for everyone? Though we might say that the case studies are not the same, but I feel in the digital space, the cases are not really different, but practically it's the same. But when we come together, it will be better for us to govern it well.